Show. This is the Big O 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 Show. This is
So here we are. I wanted to show you the backyard again because we had some trouble last time, but you know, cuttersedgepro.com does some amazing stuff, and there are the boys and the girl. They're having fun. There we go. Right, Maiden? Right, Bono? There we go. They're having fun. I'm having fun. Look at our Sylvester palm. It is beautiful. We got another one in the front yard like that. You can take your home and landscaping to the next level. And the artificial turf, look at that. Look at that. The two dinosaurs going at it, huh? Look at that. I gotta love the dinosaurs. Look at them. They like to bite each other's legs. That's what they do. They play with each other and then they bite each other and they piss each other off. It's fun. One is Bono, which is the one farther away from you, and Maiden. She's the girl right here. She's a badass. That's for sure. So anyway, see the flowers are coming out. Very nice. cuttersedgepro.com, folks. This big tree there will start budding that I'm showing you there soon. It'll have all kinds of flowers. I'll post another video and I'll show it to you. This is a backyard where everybody gets to hang out. Over there in the corner there, I put the barbecue and cook. So that way it's the farthest away from the house, you know. If I light myself on fire or somebody else, we're out in the corner away from everybody. There you go. So you're getting some flowers coming out, which is a beautiful thing. And I swear by this artificial turf, it always looks phenomenal. I don't have to cut it. I don't have to water it. And so I'm saving a lot of money, hundreds and thousands in the long run, because I'm not watering or, of course, cutting the grass. And you know, here in South Florida, we cut the grass like every 10 to 14 days.
When you move, you need a reliable company led by passionate folks eager to assist its customers during a transitional process that needs to be smooth. Call Essential Moving Experts at 844-368-5750 for all your local and long-distance moving needs. You can rely on Essential Moving Experts. Mention the Big O Radio Show and get $150 off. Family owned and operated. They offer free 30-day storage, full service moving, fully licensed, bonded, and insured. Moving was never so easy. EssentialMovingExperts.com.
There's no need to drive around South Florida wasting valuable time looking for a new or certified pre-owned Acura. Go to the #1 volume sales dealership in the Southeast United States. Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. Purchase with pace and space in a dealership tailored to your needs. From home buying to providing that personal touch. Contact the 2020 Satisfaction Award winner Craig Zinn's Acura of Pembroke Pines. 888-776-5123. That's 888-776-5123. Or visit them at 15601 Pines Boulevard in Pembroke Pines.
For over 16 years, EJDconstruction.com has provided South Florida residents quality craftsmanship, accurate project management, and exceptional service. That's why EJDconstruction.com is an A-rated member of Angie's List and the Better Business Bureau. When you're looking for the right custom home builder for additions or home remodeling, please call my friend Eric at 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
When presenting an award to an employee, athlete, executive, or fantasy GM, make sure you call Orvieto's Awards and More. For 35 years, these custom award specialists have been providing plaques, trophies, custom framing, while providing state-of-the-art laser and computerized engraving, UV printing, and glass crystal etching. They do all their engraving and printing in-house for quality control. Call Charles at 305-949-8098 or visit them at orvietosawards.com. Orvieto's Awards and More, where recognition is rewarding.
Oh, I think I know what this is. Houston, we have a package. Hello?
No matter where you are, the Sloman Shield home security system guards your home. With next-gen perimeter protection, 24/7 monitoring, and interior motion sensing. And right now, get a free Sloman Shield security system and doorbell camera, all professionally installed, for free.
Shield your world, the Sloman Shield.
With more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes, Welton Rayom is committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. At Welton Rayom, they don't get paid unless you win. They handle complex personal injury claims caused by the fault of another in both state and federal courts. They handle auto, trucking, motorcycle, slip and fall, and bicycle accidents. Call 954-966-4646. That's 954-966-4646. Welton Rayom can help. The viewpoints, statements, or beliefs expressed on the following program by the host, guests, or callers are not necessarily the opinions of FantasyAccess.com, Media Group Inc., ownership, management, sponsors, or website. When it comes to South Florida sports teams, very few in the media have witnessed, lived, and covered it like the Big O. Let's start the program dedicated to your favorite South Florida teams with a passion that's unmatched. The Big O Radio Show is on. Here's the Big O.
A damn good morning. How y'all doing out there? Yes, sir. It is Wednesday, even though I am in major ass knee pain. My right knee has just been kind of brutal. It's been rough. It's been rough. The last 2 days got flared up even worse. My knee, because I'm carrying this big ass brace, and I don't know. But anyway, but outside of that, Bitcoin hitting 52K this morning. I mean, it hit. I woke up early in the morning and I checked my phone and I'm like, holy shit, it's at 51 already. And I told my wife last night, I said, we're going to 51 tomorrow for sure. You can tell it's already, it went that little step down because of what happened in the market yesterday. By the way, how did the market open up? because Bitcoin is decoupled from the market. Yeah, the Dow's up barely 61 points. S&P's 28. NASDAQ is not even up 10% of a point. But it's obviously the crypto market is way ahead of the stock market right now, and it's decoupled. And so I told my wife, I think we're going to 51 tomorrow. You can tell there's a lot of movement already, and it's gone to 52. And that's pretty damn awesome, especially for those of us that got it at 16 and at 17 and at 18 and at 20 and 22 and 24 and 25. You know that if you would have just gotten this last dip that went to 38 and you're now at 52, even if you just got in at 38 and it goes to 52, that's one hell of a climb in a very short time, you know? So it's just kind of interesting how it's only going to go like that. Parabolic, we are absolutely on a ride. Yesterday, BlackRock added 600 million to their coffers. BlackRock in 3 weeks has 100,000 Bitcoins they own. BlackRock owns alone 100,000 Bitcoins. The smartest, the richest, and the most powerful people in the world finally got into the game. You know, remember we talked about this over the last couple of years. First, they laugh at you. Then they fight you. Right? And then they join you. And so this is where we're at. You know? And we're way past it. And I hope that some of you have learned. I know a lot of you, you know, I can look at some of the names now. I see Lisa Rose there. You know, I know some of you out there, you know, you get it. You watching this show. I know I have influenced a lot of you into crypto, and you get it now. It's not so much that I'm influencing you into something that isn't. I'm influencing you into something that is going to take over the world. It's going to be used every day for everybody, you know? And so it's just an absolutely phenomenal day, man. We had a Bitcoin event here in Miami Beach yesterday. We had a crypto event. I'm not sure if you guys saw it, but in that crypto event, let me show you what they did with some drones, which was actually pretty cool. Oh, man. It's just doing the show with my knee. Hurts. Doing my show with the knee elevated is very uncomfortable. Very freaking uncomfortable, man. Holy moly. Okay, where are we at here? Let me see here. I guess it's kind of slow. Anyway, so they had an event out here yesterday, and they came up with some drones that, you know how the drones now are able to, you know, you design them in a way where they spell things out and all that kind of stuff. And so over Miami Beach yesterday during that crypto convention, they had a Bitcoin logo that they'd put up there. I was trying to show it to you, but I don't know why the hell I can't pull up my Twitter. If you got it, Sean, if you could pull it up from my Twitter feed somewhere there and show it to the folks. But it was pretty cool to see that. So Ethereum is over 2,700, folks. I've been telling you about Ethereum for a couple of years now. Ethereum is going to make a power move very soon, and it's starting and it's heating up. So be prepared too, because that's going to go to all-time highs also, which was around 4,800. It'll pass that shortly. It won't take very long. Now, Bitcoin's about to pump, and it'll be the next ETF that will be out there. And so, and by the way, you're still not late with Bitcoin. You're still not late. It's 52. When it's 104, you've doubled. And yes, it will surpass 104,000. Okay? It will surpass 104,000. So at 52, you still have a shot at doubling your money. You know what I mean?
Not a lot of investments you can double your money. Star Atlas is up 13.66%. VeChain is up nearly 10%. Ethereum is up nearly 5% to 27.59. Let me move this knee again. Cardano is up almost 7%. Polygon is up about 2.5%, not much. Atom, not much, just 2%. HBAR, there we go. Play large. There we go. And there you go. The drones come out. They form the circle. And there's the B, baby. This is the year that makes Bitcoin mainstream. And this is the year that catapults crypto into becoming what's it called? Mass adopted in 25 and 26. FOMO will be starting very soon. I'm not talking about those of you that have been already buying like I have and you have for a while now. I'm talking about the newbies. They usually get in late and then they see it and then they get into it. Oh my God, it's 55, it's 60, it's 70. Should I get in? You know, they don't believe it at 16 or at 26. You know why? Because they don't know shit about it. See, you know what I love? Here's what I love about it when we talk about this. So I will tell Ira, hey, have you done anything in Bitcoin? Or Omar, or anybody that I've brought on, some of the writers, and I've asked them, you know, just out of curiosity. I think we've only figured out that Feronis was the only one that actually owns some crypto, but none of them said a scam. Because that's what intelligent, normal human beings do. Because that's what I do all the time. Hey, what do you think about this rocket? Well, dude, I'm not a rocket scientist. I don't know. What do you think about this carburetor? Dude, I'm not a mechanic. I don't know. Can't help you. You know what I mean? So when I hear people say, you know, dude, I've heard of crypto. I've heard of Bitcoin. I just don't know anything about it. I haven't gotten into it. I just don't know. That's the answer. You know what's not the answer? And you know what's the answer that will get me like to crush your ass? It's a scam. Right away, I know you're dumb. You're ignorant. You're lazy. You've never looked into it. You don't know anything about it. And you're just repeating what another lazy person said. You don't have anything to talk to me about. You can't tell me, well, you know, I don't believe in blockchain technology because I feel that these mathematical problems that it's got to solve, it's going to be whatever you want to come up with. I don't know. But at least I know that you looked into it, you're studying it, and you made an assessment. And okay, that's fine. But when you just flat out say it's a scam, I kind of start to know what kind of a person you are. Because people that argue about things they know nothing about, holy shit. That's scary, man. That's scary. You know? The latest was SoCal Derek. I told you about that. And I love the guy. I got no problem. But he doesn't know jack shit. Just like Tremolio and just like a bunch of you other idiots out there that come up with, oh, it's a scam. Man, if you don't know anything about something, whatever it is, just say it. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm not sure what happened in this world for some of you out there. You have a problem admitting you're wrong or admitting you don't know something. Jimmy Kimmel does this thing. I usually watch his opening monologue on YouTube. I run into it every once in a while. And he has this thing where he has a guy go out on the street and give these fake headlines. Like the other day, he had a guy, and hey, did you see that Mountain Dew is going to have Putin as their spokesperson for a Super Bowl ad? And the guy says, oh, yeah, I know. I heard about that. I can't believe that. So you think that's a good look for Mountain? No, it's not. You know. So the guy goes, and hey, where did you hear from it? I think I heard it on the radio or something, the guy says. And like that little skit, it ends up busting, 70% of the people that are just lying about something you don't know. I don't get it. And the other thing is you can't be wrong nowadays. Oh, and if you are wrong, Now you'll double up to make sure you'll do anything to just not admit you're wrong. I don't know what happened to just human beings being human beings. No, I don't know anything about this, bro. No, it's a scam. No, you're a dumbass. Okay? That's like Darren Rovell. I took classes and really? And I told him, you didn't learn shit, obviously. Tell me why Bitcoin isn't. He didn't have an answer. So, if you're going to study something, then you need to come up with a reason why it's going to work or why it isn't going to work, right? So we've been having this conversation for now over 3 years. This is the 4th year we're starting with this because this is me starting my 4th year in crypto. We've been talking about this for a while now. Okay. And my biggest suggestion to those of you out there that suffer from this, it's all right not to know about something. You don't have to know about gardening. Okay? You don't have to. You don't have to know about gaming. You don't have to know about replacing a tire. Okay? You don't have to know how to make pancakes. We're not experts in a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know. Sometimes you're just better off saying, heard of it, but I don't know anything about it. That actually makes you look a lot smarter. When you start arguing with people and you have no basis, no facts, no nothing, just kind of makes you look stupid and ignorant. So, if you know something about Bitcoin, then let's talk. If you know nothing about Bitcoin, shut the hell up. Just shut up. Just stop looking stupid. Because that's what you do. You look stupid. I'm trying to help you. I'm making a shitload of money for a lot of people. Like I see Brooklyn Rob at the top of the fucking list right here. Brooklyn Rob's back right now is hurting with his bags are getting like fat. His Avalanche bag getting fat. His Bitcoin, his Ethereum, his Neutron bag, they're all getting fat. By the way, did you buy the Neutron dip? When it went, we had one dip that went to 96, 97, 98, a lot of 99 cents. A lot of us loaded up on that one. Then it went right back up to 140. Then we had another dip and it found a floor at 140. And you should always look at where any crypto or stock finds a floor for a while. That's a very good indicator. And then we had this whole dip for everything and it went right back down to like 102 was the lowest I saw. But if you bought it between 102 and 115, and right now it's at $1.50, I mean, you're killing it, dude. And this is why I tell you every time to buy the dip, right? Because at first we got into Neutron like at 114 or something like that. And then there was the dip into the 90s. We got that, so we all lowered our prices. Then it took off to 140. Then it came right back down because of everything that went on in the market. And it went down to 102 to 115. You could have bought it at 120, 125. You're still doing good. But let's say you did that. And this is why I always tell you to buy the dip, because once you buy the dip, and I bought it twice on Neutron, now your bag is just blowing up because it's going way past 150s. It's going to go, I believe, to a couple dollars when it's all said and done. This is why you've got to learn to buy the dip and stay strong. The other day, Sean, didn't we have a guy complaining about kryptonite about, oh my God, how low is it going to go, right? And it was down to 4 cents. And he gave me a heads up in a way because I didn't know it went down to the 4 and 4.2 cent mark. So I said, dude, what you got to do now is buy more. Kryptonite is up 14% today. It's up at 7.6 cents. So if you bought it at 4 and 4.2 and 4.5, and now it's at 7.6, that's like a 70% turnaround that you just made on your money. Okay. So I mean, there's a way of doing this and you've got to understand. I think I've kind of walked you guys through the way of doing this on a consistent basis. By the way, Neutron is up to $1.55. So it went to a 147 the last time before this last dip, and now it went to a new high. You know, you have to have patience. You have to stay strong. If you believe in the company you're investing, the ups and the downs, you will get lower low. You will get higher lows and higher highs eventually. That's how it's going to work if it's a good company, obviously. That's why I always tell you, do your homework. Pendle, by the way, is up 5%. It's up to $3.40. We gave it to you at $1.43, 41, I believe. Something like that. And Pendle is just running, baby. Running. It keeps me running. I mean, this is just too good. Too good. We hit 52,000 today already. Maybe we'll go to 53 by the end of the day. You never know. Brooklyn Rob is first in the house. He says, enjoy my Bitcoin run, loving life right now. Where are all those folks that called it a Ponzi scheme? You know it, Brooklyn Rob. Those are the idiots. And Brooklyn Rob, like, he knows his shit. Like, I've hung out with Brooklyn Rob and all that. He's a super cool dude, knows his stuff. But Brooklyn Rob is probably the same as me. Like, when somebody tells you, oh, it's a scam, and then, okay, what do you got to follow up? Why is it a scam? They know nothing. And then that's where you kind of like, yo, dude, like, why are you talking about something you don't know? You don't even understand what it is. Big O. Morning, Big O community from Cosa Nostra. I hear the Niners are cannibalizing themselves. I have no idea what that means. Oh, you mean that they've got to pay a lot of people? Well, they got to pay the quarterback now and all that. So, yeah, I mean, eventually they'll lose some people. We'll see what happens. Hard to believe almost any reports that are out there for anything. Let's just wait and see what happens. Ray says, morning, Big O. No matter who depleted of a roster Spo has, we will always run circles around Doc Rivers. Amen to that. You know, let's get into a little bit about what happened last night. First of all, we like determining an MVP of the night. Okay. And we do that with our Cutter's Edge MVP of the night. They are the best in the business. If you're looking for landscaping for your home, HOA complex, business, whatever it is, most of you know it, that when you add landscaping, you immediately add value to your property. And it just soars, baby. Well, this is why you want to call the great people at Cutter's Edge Pro. Let's get to our Cutter's Edge Pro MVP of the night.
Who's last night's MVP? For your complete landscape solutions anywhere in South Florida, there's only one MVP. CuttersEdgePro.com. Here's our CuttersEdgePro.com MVP of the night.
The MVP of the night is the best coach that has ever been a coach for the Miami Heat. He is the best coach in the NBA by far, bar none. That is not up for discussion. I don't give a shit. You want to mention me, Popovich, all you want. Popovich doesn't come freaking close to this guy. Popovich has done nothing since Tim Duncan and the boys left. Okay? This guy does stuff all the time. And nobody works with less and does more than Eric Spoelstra. Last night, no Jimmy, no Terry, and no Josh Richardson. And they're on the road. They got a limited bench. And they go out there and play a beautiful style of basketball. They are not a 2-point team. They're a 3-point team. Interesting how they stepped away from the 2-point game, because you're going to die in this league if you want to be a 2-point gamer. And they go 3, where their starting unit went 14 of 26 from 3-point range. Overall, it was 19 of 40. But if you look at the starters, 14 of 26. Bench, only one guy actually shot, and that was Love. Outside of that, nobody else really shot well. And so that's why the numbers got a little skewed there, even though, you know, the numbers overall are still a pretty good, you know, they shot 51% from 3-point range. But still, my point is, I'm sorry, 47.5% from 3-point range, 51% from the field. But you had starters that could hit hoops. Jovic, My God, 24 points, 7 rebounds. The kid looked comfortable, took it to Giannis and everything. Bam played his game. This is what he is, but he had 16 points on 14 shots, 2 steals, a block, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, triple-double, terrific support game. Tyler had 19 points, shot all right, 7 of 16 is not really great. 3 of 8 from three-point range is decent. Duncan was awesome. I would imagine that Jaylen Brown now becomes the chiropractor, the private chiropractor for Duncan Robinson, correct? I mean, it only makes sense. 6 of 8 from three-point range, 5 assists, 2 steals, and a block with the 23 points. Duncan Robinson was awesome last night. And they were all over it, bro. They played well. They hung in there defensively. They came out firing. It was just fun to watch. And why? Because Eric Spoelstra is the best. And when you have that attitude that Jimmy Butler has brought, and the problem is that Jimmy Butler is Jimmy Butler, and unfortunately, you're not going to win trying to fight him, because then, it's just going to get uglier. So Shayna, they bought their tickets. They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash. So basically, seen from Airplane, you chose to do what you wanted to do with him. Now, it's been great, but you have the negative, right? That the guy constantly will show you that he doesn't give a shit about the game during the regular season. And then there's a malaise all over the team. And nobody can challenge the guy because he runs the team, right? And so the front office and the coach, they made this deal with the devil, and they got to live with it. Now, it's been a great run. But as we talked with Ira a couple of days ago, okay, this is not the Heat that I know. The Heat that can outwork everybody, the Heat that played hard in every game, the Heat that cared about defense, all that kind of stuff. That's not this Heat team. But last night, I actually saw a team that wanted to play ball and play a beautiful style of basketball. And that's where I thank, the Lord for Eric Spoelstra, because he is just so freaking good, dude. He is just the best in the business. And Spo and Shula are the same damn coach. Yeah, I said it. Spo and Shula are exactly to a T the same coach. The guy that can win with Scrubberinis and almost get into the playoffs. The guy that could get to Eastern Conference and finals all the time here with this Jimmy Butler team with no other star next to Jimmy Butler. The guy that has shown over and over again that his teams will overachieve and play above and beyond. Sure, he won with the big three, but he's supposed to win with the big three. That's, it is what it is. What are you going to do? But overall, the guy proves it just like Shula did in the early 70s with one team, with Woodstock and another team, and with Marino with another team. And Bum Phillips, the New Orleans Saints coach at that moment, because everybody remembers him as an Oiler, basically, after a game that they played Shula, he said he can beat hisin with yoursin and yoursin with hisin. And that is Eric Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra will beat you with whatever he has. And then he can cross over the court and give him some time, and he'll take your players and beat his players too. I never thought I would ever see a coach ever come close or be compared to Don Shula. Well, I have a freaking carbon copy. His name is Eric Spoelstra. All right? Don Shula, Eric Spoelstra, the best coaches I have ever seen in my life in South Florida history. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Pat Riley has the much better resume because you got to add the Knicks and the Lakers and the better career, and he'll be higher on the all-time and all that crap. Of course, we all know that. But as a South Florida coach only, Pat Riley's second to Eric Spoelstra. Okay? I've said this for a while now, so I'm not sure if any of you are new to this, but Eric Spoelstra passed Riley a while ago. That's not even close. The resume of Spoelstra over Riley, it's not even comparable. Okay? Not even comparable. Spo has won with all kinds of teams. And those Chris Bosh blood clot years, how he constantly had to adjust, oh my God. Riley had one kind of team, always with the Miami Heat. He never had to adjust like Spo has had to. Spo has had to really show what real coaching is. And last night, your superstar player is out, and the guy you just traded for also is out. And you go and spank Milwaukee, and your young players are looking fantastic because you can develop them. Look what you've developed Duncan Robinson into. Look at what Jovic is turning into. And I know Jaquez will get healthy and eventually get back to, his ways. So I'm not worried about it. But Eric Spoelstra, by miles and miles and miles, is my Cutter's Edge MVP of the night.
The MVP of the night is brought to you by CuttersEdgePro.com. Servicing HOAs, condominiums, townhomes, commercial properties, corporate parks, and malls throughout South Florida. CuttersEdgePro.com. Providing South Florida MVP performance every day of the year.
All right. Bitcoin 51,818. Okay. 51,818. So it's hit 52, kind of flirting with it. That's how it always does that. Whether it's 20 or 25 or 35 or 45 or 52, you know how it is. It's just it hits plateaus and then it comes back a little bit and then boom, takes off. Let's do a little roll call. Brooklyn Rob, Cosa Nostra, Ray Sosa, Jamie Zoria, reminding everybody, smash that like button. And please, watch times. Watch time is very important. Let it play, baby. Big Heat win. Yes, sir, Joseph. Taylor is in the house. The Heat, the sun shines on a dog's butt every once in a while. Pleasant surprise, but not excited about it. Wow, Taylor, that's pretty bad. That's great coaching last night. That was a hell of a performance. C. Dola, Kyle Cockrell. Matt C. says Bitcoin is soaring. You know it, Matt. To extreme. Steve Chapman. Kyle Cockrell says, did you grab it at 15K? I never saw it at 15K personally. So I would have bought it at 15K. I saw it at 16.5. I never saw it at 15K personally, but that's just me. I might have missed the moment. Good morning, everybody, from Steve Chapman, True Fin Fan, Steven Gonzalez, Luis Benito. I am using more of your advice now and have an exit strategy just in case. You always have to have an exit strategy. The other way of doing it that I've explained in the past is every 30% you go up, take 10%. And then that way you're constantly taking off your investment and eventually it becomes profit that you're taking. You could do it like that also. Or you could just let it ride and then time it out. Personally, I think we have a ride here till this time next year. The first quarter of 2025, I think we will have a bullish run for an entire year. This is good. You guys don't believe me, but this is going to be something you've never experienced before. Your bags are just going to get fatter and fatter and fatter. The rate cuts are starting in June. They'll have 3 rate cuts leading into the election. So they will do everything to counter it, which again is going to help the markets, help investments because liquidity will be out there. Okay. And if any bank failures happen, that will also boost the shit out of Bitcoin too. Anyway, Steve Chapman in. What else do we have? Giovanni Perez. Mario Gutierrez saying happy Valentine's to everyone. Lewis says, do you think Duncan and Jovic may stick in the starting lineup? Size and shooting that we need is right there. He's got to figure things out. Eventually, you got to do what's best for the team. And if Jovic can play like this, I think you do it, man. I think you find a way to get his ass in the lineup. Maybe Duncan is better off the bench so you can have that firepower. But I love Jovic ball handling and everything, passing, you name it. Lisa says, morning, Big O, Sean, and Finn's family. Need someone to break me out of COVID jail soon. I hope you're getting better, Lisa. Hang in there. I need to get out of foot jail, Lisa. Foot jail is going to last me like 6 weeks. I'm in the second week of foot jail, and it's not fun. I am not having fun. And I couldn't even, luckily I came through for the wife on her birthday. And I came through big for her birthday. But I can't do anything except send a GIF and give her a hug and a kiss. Or I can't move. I can't leave. I can't do anything. I can't drive. I can't do anything, dude. So she knows I can't do anything for her on Valentine's Day, which absolutely sucks, man. So not easy. Ray Varnicus is in. Alexis Palenzuela. NorCal says, I'm sore as F today. Big O, see you next week to give you your exercise routine. Big O, Sean, and Checker, have a fantastic day. Puff, puff, give. Fins for life. There you go. And make sure you leave it playing, NorCal, when you walk away. Kyle Cockrell, leave it playing when you walk away. Lisa Rose saying, yeah, Bitcoin, leave it when you walk away. Leave it play. One-Eyed Jack is in. Drago. Skylar Tipton. Currently at work with a job that I started 3 months ago and still feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. So today's a great day. Alexis says, I got in at 38 and had a dip to 37. Now we're making money. Good for you. So that's when you first got in? Good for you. See? You got in, bro. You're going to be fine. You're going to make yourself a little money. Let's see. Mark Smith is in. My foot is bad, Mark. It sucks, bro. It sucks. Brian Landis, Gus 1388. Costa saying Chiefs parade today. Yeah, by the way, no Matt Verderam today. He and his dad are going to the Chiefs parade. So, what am I going to do? Be a dick? No, come on, dude. I got to have you out. No, Wednesday's your day. No, brother, go enjoy with your dad. You guys are Chiefs fans. Go have some fun, man. Good for him and the dad. That is awesome. I haven't had my dad around in 20-some years, dude. 30 years. And, it's been over 30 years now. And I miss the son of a bitch so much. I mean, God, my dad and I were awesome. He was so cool. Big sports guy. Always a joker. Just, and a good dude. So when I heard him say he can go with his dad, I envy him is what I do, because that's something I'll never be able to do with my dad ever again. Even if Miami wins it. Big O, we need to make these throwbacks permanent like the Jets. We can represent a time when we were a good team. What can I tell you? It's up to Stephen Ross, and if Stephen Ross doesn't care, what are we going to do? It's his team. Popeye is in the house. Dan B, hope you're doing well from your surgery. Thank you and Sean for being the best at what you do. That's very nice of you. Thank you, sir. D Wolverine, thank you for the super chat. Big O, if you have money to invest on IRA account, but Merrill Lynch doesn't let you purchase Bitcoin, how would you go about moving some of your money? I would find an IRA account that does allow you to, like Fidelity, I think, may be able to do it, that puts in Bitcoin, and I pull my money out of Merrill Lynch. How do you like that? How do you like that? Now, if you want to do something better than any of that crap, let's be honest now. Open yourself up a crypto.com account or an Exodus account. Buy yourself a Tangem wallet and buy the Bitcoin directly yourself. and learn how to use the crypto.com wallet, learn how to use the Tangem wallet, learn how to use the Exodus wallet, watch videos on YouTube for all of it, and go own the Bitcoin yourself. Don't be lazy. Don't go to ETFs. Don't do any of that. Own it yourself. Control it yourself. That's the best way, my friend. That's what I would do. I would open up a crypto.com account right now. I would open up an Exodus account right now, free. I would go order a Tangem wallet right now. Order it with 3 cards. Should be about $100. It's $69 with 1 card, but you need the other 2 as backups just in case something happens. You lose it. You have the other ones. So order the 3 cards. It's cheap, and then start buying the Bitcoin. And you know, when you get a certain amount on crypto.com, whatever it is, couple hundred, 1,000, 5,000, move it over to your Tangem wallet. Okay, that's what I would do. I would buy the Bitcoin myself. By the way, I would buy Ethereum too. Ethereum is about to take off. Okay. Ethereum's in the 2,700. When it's in the 4,700 in a very short time, I'm going to tell you, I told you all. I told you so. I told you so. Okay. Pretty much like I tell you all the time. Love Pendle, boom. You're all in profits already. You can all take out your investments. Neutron, boom. You know what I mean? It's just up to you guys now. It's up to you guys to make the decisions after. But I thank the Lord, and nothing's gone like complete bust on me so far. Okay. So that's what I would do, D Wolverine. I would own the Bitcoin or Ethereum myself. I would not use it part of Merrill Lynch or anybody else or BlackRock or anything like that. I wouldn't want anybody controlling my Bitcoin. Brian Landis says, I've never been wrong in my life. Oh, you never are, Brian. You are the man. LOL, I saw Carbonoro Magician doing a prank where he was rebeaning coffee grounds. This lady said she used to own her own coffee shop and did it all the time. I don't know what that is all about. Jay Gelfin says, good morning, chat crew. Enough crypto. Let's talk Nico. Perfect example of how the heat developed patiently. I just talked about heat. Crypto's just a hell of a lot more exciting, Jay. I get it. You're not in it, but, you know, the rest of us are watching our bags get like really, really fat. So it's fun to talk about your investments. You know, it's fun to invest in something at 16 and 20,000 and it's now at 52. So I apologize, my brother, but, you know, if I invested in Injective Protocol at $1.43 and it's at like $36 now, you know, I got to enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of other people are going in the same direction with me. Chad is in. It's okay to be ignorant in something you don't know about. Ignorance is not a bad thing. What the ignorant part actually, Chad, is to argue about something you don't know. That's the part that is unacceptable. That's the part I never understand about people. So you're arguing with me about something you know nothing about. Nothing whatsoever. Never looked into it. You don't know anything about it. So you're going to argue with me about it. Okay. Chad says, have to be patient and be strong. I thought you were talking about having kids for a moment there. Pay to in Bitcoin. I would love to get paid in Bitcoin. Tony Zag says, Bucks lost last night to the Dame package. Hero, Jovic, and Triple J. Yep. Yeah, but it's more about Portland. They could use that. You know, if they were watching last night going, wow, those kids that they were going to trade to us just smoked Dame and Giannis. Share Bear says, I got free land right here. I don't need to pay. Funny, I got called into work while being told to stand down. Okay, whatever that means. But have fun at work. Alex Toledo. Yeah. Well, he chiropracted Duncan. He fixed him, corrected him a little bit. Lenny Pena, George Ceballos. Let's see. Thoughts on Wemby's triple-double with 10 blocks? It's cool. He's a nice player, man. And he should develop into a decent player. Let me see if the team actually does something. You know? I'd like to see Greg Popovich earn that greatness title. That's what I'd like to see. Yeah, it's funny, right? There were several idiots out there. You know who you are, right? Because you'll run and hide now like the coward that you are. And out of the 133 people, I guarantee you there's a couple of those cowards. They might end up leaving the chat board after they hear this, just because they're embarrassed of themselves. Eric Spoelstra, anybody can win with the big three. Yeah, no, that guy's got to show me something. So even though he does a great job with the big three, you still didn't think he was a good coach. And then after everything that's come after that, now you know he's a great, great coach, right? So let me ask you something. If we have, and fans are stupid in every single team that exists, there's always a section of stupid fans. And you out there that were questioning Eric Spoelstra like, oh, anybody can win with the big three, you're a stupid fan. Just want you to know that. But how come the stupid fan isn't coming up with like at least the same thing now? But for Popovich, after the fact, not before, after. Now we have watched him for several years after Tim Duncan and all that. And it's like, well, how come they don't do that to him? With Eric, they were already doing it with him, and he hadn't even been around long enough for. Now Popovich has been around more than long enough. He's had a bunch of years after Duncan now, and yet it's an embarrassment every year with that team. He does nothing, dude. He can't do anything if you don't give him superstars. There wasn't a superstar on the court last night for the Miami Heat. Not one. No franchise players, no superstars on the Miami Heat last night. Last time I checked, Milwaukee had two of them. I haven't seen a game like that from Greg Popovich. It's interesting how we don't treat one person one way and we treat the other person the other way. So it's kind of, I love the double standard. Any of you out there want to admit when you were questioning Spo? Huh? Any of you? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think any of you are man enough to actually admit, yeah, I was an idiot in those moments. Big O, what about this crypto Astra Deo? I don't know anything about it, my man. Astra Dow is what it is how it should be pronounced. I don't know much about it, so I can't comment on it. Wow, what a concept. You don't know about it, so you can't comment. Learn, some of you. Let's see what else. Doc Rivers is washed out. Wow. It's whatever, you know. All I know is Spo is Doc Rivers doesn't even come close to Spo. Jovic's defense was also amazing last night. It was just fun to watch. It was beautiful to watch. Jermaine says the NBA recycles more coaches than the NFL. That's why Doc keeps getting hired. Yeah, pretty much. Pat in Nashville says, oh, DoorDash is your friend today. Sweets and treats at your fingertips. Oh, you mean for the ladies? Okay. Yeah, I could do that. Dude, I can't even get DoorDash for myself. I'm in the second floor of my house. Like, I stay here pretty much until my wife gets back from work. Now, I don't even go downstairs because I have to hop downstairs. My left foot is bruised up from my fat ass hopping on one foot. Like, my left foot is like, yo, dude, like, what are you doing, bro? You're not in shape, and your fat ass is hopping on this ankle. And so the ankle is just sore as hell. So it's just a pain in the. This thing has been a total pain in the ass. I have to do it. I have no choice. But this has been the most pain and discomfort I've gone through in a long, long time, dude. NorCal says, Big O, your show streams on my work and sell account. Sometimes a third account checks in. Damn. You're the best. Thank you, my brother. Oh, any advice on a video on how to invest on crypto? Can you send me a link, please? No, I can't. I don't know anything like that. I've already told you guys this, bro. I've already told you guys. Here to keep it with the newbies. Okay, Steven, you want to be a newbie. I already told you this. When you look at your situation, yours is different than this person, than that person, than mine, than hers, and him. We're all different. We all have different incomes. We all have different priorities. So some of us can invest $5 a day. Some of us can invest $50 a day. Some people can go and invest $1,000 a week. I don't know. I don't know where you're at. So what I do for newbies is I give them simple advice to keep it nice and easy. Like the other gentleman, get yourself a crypto.com account, get yourself a Exodus account, order a Tangem wallet. Okay. Get the 3 cards. All right. Then use YouTube, how to use crypto.com's website and app, how to use exodus.com website and app, and then how to transfer from crypto to Tangem, how to transfer from crypto to Exodus, how to transfer from Exodus to Tangem. All those videos are there on YouTube. Somebody will show you exactly how to do it so you can learn how to do it. Now, investing, you're a newbie. Okay, you need to read and go on your own and do your own homework and all that stuff. I'm not a financial advisor, never have been, never will be. Okay, this is what I would do so you don't have to think a lot. All right, early on, once a year from now, half a year from now, if you're really doing your homework every day and you really get educated, then you can start to, expand and do whatever you want. But I'll give you what I would do if I'm you. Okay. I would, if you have $50, $500, $5,000, $50,000, or $100,000. I don't care what the denomination is. Whatever any of us can afford. Of that 100% pie, 40% put into Bitcoin, 30% into Ethereum, and then 10, 10, and 10 into altcoins. What altcoins? I'll give you a couple. Right now, ADA is still a very good value at 57 cents. Could have been better at 24 when we were talking about it, but that's all right. But it's still a very good value at 57 cents. Polygon at 88 cents, still a terrific value. VeChain at 3 cents, still a terrific value. HBAR at 8 cents, still a terrific value. Polkadot at $7.60, still a good value. Chainlink at $20. Believe it or not, it's still a good value, because I think it's going to go to 100 when it's all said and done. Okay, now Chainlink was down as low as $6, but you got to follow it back then when it was like I was to take advantage of it. So you've got a couple there that I've mentioned. Decentraland's another one that you can add. So then what you can do is you get the 10% for all of those. 10, 10, and 10. You only have 30%, right? The next time you get another $100, $500 to put in, whatever it is, you get that 100% pie again, 40 into Bitcoin, 30 into Ethereum, and then 10, 10, and 10. Pick other ones from the list, or double up on Polygon, or get some Cosmos, or whatever. Okay? That's what I would do if I'm you. Okay? That way the alts are the more riskier plays, but they do pay better because they're smaller caps. They can multiply more, so you can make some good money. But Bitcoin and Ethereum are like your Apple stocks, your Microsoft, your Tesla, Amazon, those monster stocks. That's kind of what that is. And that's what I would tell all newbies. 40 Bitcoin, 30% Ethereum, 10, 10, and 10. and keep doing it like that. Okay. Then you can start to get a little riskier down the line. When Bitcoin gets to really a ridiculous number, then maybe you ease off Bitcoin a little bit. You still buy some, but then you buy still some Ethereum, and maybe then you can expand on some of the altcoins that you might end up liking. I don't know. Or that we talk about, like Neutron and what's it called? Kryptonite and, Vanart Chain and Star Atlas and Jasmy and Shido, and I mean, there's a whole bunch that I'm involved in that I talk about all the time. And you could easily use one of your 10% into any of those, and then that's how you diversify your portfolio in the process. So that's how I would do it, Stephen. And it's all recorded, so you can rewind and check it out there. Let's see. See, now I'm out driving a Rover with the show on. Don't worry, I'm hands-free. No puff, puff, give. Nice. Brooklyn Rob says, Acorn offers Bitcoin ETF up to 77%. Yep, you're right. And so you can check it out on Acorn. They do have it. I have my Acorn account is the one with the Bitcoin ETF. Yes. Let's see. Lewis Jones, good morning. Oh, what is your personal first pick for the Dolphins position-wise? Have we had free agency yet? No. So I don't do the hypothetical bullshit. We first get through free agency. All right. Let's first find out who's a free agent. Okay. Who everybody signed and re-signed, who got tagged, all that. Then we know what's available in free agency. Then we find out what moves the Dolphins either let go in free agency and add it in free agency. And then we have a better feel for what you do in the first round. Talking about the draft now is nothing but a bunch of hot air and a bunch of people that really can't do a talk show. Or they only do a limited talk show, which is they only talk Dolphins, or they only talk Heat, or they only talk Panthers, or they only talk Marlins. I don't do that here, man. I talk about all sports. And I talk about life, and I talk about crypto, and I talk about music, and I talk about entertainment. And this is a really, while it's centralized around Dolphin football, it's really a talk show. We do a lot of other things. So there's a lot of those other people that are out there that are really limited, and that's all they can do. And you can go watch those people, and they can talk silliness for a couple of months about stuff that doesn't make any sense. I didn't entertain Dalvin Cook. I didn't entertain Jonathan Taylor. I laughed at all of it and told everybody to go to hell. And guess who was right? Me. But if you want to go listen to all those Dolphin sites that all they want to do is talk about Jonathan Taylor every day for 2 months for something that will never happen, you can knock yourself out, bro. Hypotheticals are not my deal. I try to find out facts and then look at the reality and then put together the entire equation, because I am not desperate for clicks. I don't do this for that. I do this for the love of it, that I actually care about the local teams, that I actually want to talk about them, but I'm not going to talk hot air. And hot air is, who do I want with the first round now, when we don't have any information whatsoever? Nothing. So some of you may not have learned how this show goes, but that's kind of the way we roll. Big O, have you seen Omar's latest podcast with Keith Sims? No, I have not. I'm sorry. What is just people don't have to embarrass themselves by being ignorant on something. It's an opportunity to learn. Arguing about something you know nothing about that's my point. Let's see what else. I remember back in 2017, people calling for Spo to get fired when they win 11-30. Yeah, it's just, but you won't hear any of them come out of the woodwork because it looks pretty bad that you want to fire the greatest coach in the Heat history. Hopefully Spo sticks to playing bigger. I think that was a difference last night. No small ball. Well, you are right in general, but the fact that they can shoot past the ball, the chemistry. That's what I loved. I don't know about you, but what I loved is the flow. Like, I hate to say this because it pains me, bro, but you have to give them credit. That fourth run by the Big Three when they got smoked by San Antonio, that might be some of the prettiest basketball I have ever seen in my life being played. And last night, that's kind of what I felt about the Heat. I was like, man, this is just a beautiful style of basketball. So they went big, but they also went big with intelligence. You know, it's let me show you. Where are we at here? I shall show you. Okay. Let me explain, Lucy. So they beat them 123-97 last night, right? Here we go. Robinson, 5 assists. Jovic, 3 assists. Caleb Martin, 2 assists. Bam Adebayo, 11 assists. Tyler Hero, 5 assists. Kevin Love, 3 assists. Williams, I'm seeing Jaquez off the bench, 4 assists. Okay? They had 34 assists yesterday. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I love. This is not a group that is constantly playing together. But you know what? There might be practicing a lot because some of these guys probably take practices off too. We probably don't see how many practices Jimmy Butler doesn't play in. But that was beautiful, dude. That's what I loved about yesterday is the style of the basketball. Yeah, they were long, but they were smart. They were beautiful. They were intelligent, man. They knew exactly where everybody was. It was just awesome. And they constantly had each other's backs, too. Really like what I saw yesterday. Let's see. Dr. Quit is in the house. I have confidence in any series against Doc Rivers because we have a coach that constantly runs laps around Doc Rivers. Yeah, I would agree with that. What's with this Tua and Purdy comparison? I don't know, and I don't give a shit. Again, that's for those people. That's for all those sites that they desperately are looking for clicks because they only cover one team. So they've got to come up with bullshit topics. Okay? We don't do that here, bro. We don't do that here. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, my brother. The foot is fine. It's just the rest of my body falling apart. I told my wife, man, you got to dump my ass. I'm falling all apart, man. I'm done here. Jesus. Mark Smith, I felt that big O when I had my Achilles repaired. I was in good shape, but I should have lost 10, 15 pounds. Getting around on one leg, had to put a cooler in the shower to sit on. I have a chair. I brought we bought that chair when I had my heart stents and all that stuff because I had to. At the beginning, they wanted me to have a chair for a shower, so I already have that chair, and that's what I use, dude. My problem is, and I did it yesterday, right? No, it was the day before yesterday. No, it was yesterday. It's I have to hop into the shower. So I have to make sure it's dry. I can't have the shower running because I'm on one foot. My fat ass will fall and I'll break something. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking my next shower, which is later on this afternoon, I have a Roman tub that I never use. We've been in this house for like 18 years. And it's not a jacuzzi. It's a Roman tub. Sucks. Okay, I would love to convert that into a jacuzzi. Maybe if Bitcoin, runs it up, maybe we could get a jacuzzi in the house. But anyway, I think I'm going to actually shower there today because I don't want to risk the whole thing of jumping into a shower, bro. I did that. Yeah, I did that yesterday, and I was freaking out on it, bro. Freaking out. No way. I am not jumping into a shower. You guys know too much about my life. Let's see. Big O, hear me out. 17 years left of kid jail. This damn 4-year-old in 18 months is driving me up a wall. Yeah. But when you cross that finish line, you'll feel good. Trust me. You can get a life again. Don Shula is the greatest coach in South Florida history, but Coach Spo is on his ass. Hell yeah. Lewis Jones is in. My bad, just a question. What was it? Did I rip into Lewis? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No, it's not. You're good, Lewis, but I just want you to know how we roll. We just don't do that. You're good, but I just don't play the hypothetical bullshit. I don't really care about that. Who gives a shit about Brock Purdy? I only care about Tua. I only care about the Dolphins. I don't care about silly comparisons. It's just a waste of time. It's just to get people arguing. And then obviously the Tua haters to try to find any material to go after him. And again, I'm not here to convince any of the Tua haters. You don't like it? Too bad. Move on. Let's see. What else? George Ceballos. Yeah, go listen to Cal Turd. Big O, I went to Toto Journey Monday night. It was great. They still rock, man. Good for you, man. I am so jealous of you. In fact, one of our listeners was so kind to offer me a pair of tickets and a parking pass, and I couldn't go because of my condition. You know? So I am so jealous because I have never seen Toto. Considering all the years that I've been going to concerts, I've never gone to a Toto concert. And I've seen Journey a whole bunch of times, you know, with Steve Perry and now with Arnel Pineda a bunch of times. And I will see them anytime. I love getting the right side of the stage because I like watching Sean because Sean shreds. Yeah, I think Neil Sean does not get enough credit as one of the great guitarists of all time. I think there's an enormous amount of respect, but they don't put him in that category. When you talk about great guitarists, they rarely ever mention Neil Sean. And in my book, Neil Sean needs to be up there, bro. He is awesome. Him and Slash in today's rock and roll are two of my favorite guitarists that I used to do with Eddie Van Halen. Like I had to get the right side and I have to be in front of him because that's where I want to be. That's where I'm going to enjoy the concert the most. When I go to Iron Maiden, I'm on the left side because I want to be where Steve Harris is, the bassist, because he, to me, is the elite guitarist out of the group, out of all of them. You know, when I go see Red Hot Chili Peppers, I want to be right in front of Flea, dude. You know, that's kind of the deal. And Neil Sean is that dude in my book. He's that dude. And I love watching that guy shred for 2.5 hours every Journey concert I've been to. He is awesome. Triple J is the future. He plays like we want Bam to with big balls. Kid is not afraid of anything. Oh, yeah. And let me tell you, Jovic looks like he's cut from that cloth too. So maybe my man is, you know. Dude 67 says, making carts and edibles, listening to Big O. Nice. There you go. I needed neck surgery and knee surgery. I've reversed it through diet, exercise. Took 2 years, but did it plus weed. LOL. Funniest Heat game of the season we witnessed last night. Gatos tonight back in action. Yes. And the Heat. The Heat are back in action tonight against the Sixers. So that's good. Yeah. All right. So we got the Heat win. They got the Sixers tonight. By the way, Sixers are favored by 4. This was a young team that played last night, except for Kevin Love. And Milwaukee to Philly is not like this plane trip that is, oh my God, going across country or something. So it's not too bad. I almost feel like taking the Heat plus 4, but I'm almost like, you know, maybe let me wait for the live line. So maybe the Sixers get out because they have no Embiid. The Heat have the better coach, right? I don't know. Man. So we'll see. Penguins, Panthers tonight. Panthers visiting the Penguins, and the Panthers are favored by 1.5 goals on the road. All right. Let me see what's going on. Okay. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so Doc says I need to go see a knee specialist. That's right. We're asking. My wife called him to ask him, "Yo, his right knee is killing him," and he says, "Well, it has nothing to do with the surgery. You may want to go see a specialist." So, yeah. Definitely. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I can't. Oh, I got to change something. Sorry, guys. All right. Sorry about that, but I got to take care of that because I got to fix this knee. By the way, did you see Tom Brady he's like doing anything and everything to get prepared to be a broadcaster, right? And one of the stories I saw was that he is actually approached Tony Romo. And I think I got to say that is pure genius from Tom Brady, right? Because he'll go and talk to, veteran broadcasters because that's what he's been doing. He's been doing simulated games with people, right? And I forgot what is he on Fox or CBS? I forgot, whatever it is, but some of the play-by-play guys on those have come in to do, simulated games with him. So, he's a preparation freak. And if there's something about him that you got to admit is that if he's going to do something, he's going to try to be pretty good at it, right? Because to Tom's credit, he is a true professional when it comes to, doing his business and always prepared. And this, let me tell you something. This is genius because Tony Romo, as we all know, is one of the worst broadcasters out there. So Tom Brady is doing something genius. He wants to make sure, for months now, he's been working and dealing with people and finding out what he needs to do in order to be successful. This is his way of finding out what he has to stay away from so he's not a failure. I mean, that's genius, dude. You might as well ask the fuck-ups, too, in the business. Hey, I really admire your work, Tony, man. You do a great job. So tell me how you prepare. And then, in the back of his mind, he's listening to Tony going, well, this guy's foolish. And there's no way. I mean, this is everything different than what this guy told me and that guy told me. And let me take these notes. Make sure I stay away from this. I stay away from this. I stay away from that. Thanks, Tony, bro. You're awesome, bro. I look forward, man, to stepping into this business with you. Hey, you mind if I call you again if I need some guidance? Not a problem, Tom. No problem. There you go. Have a good one, Tony. Thank you for your time. That's it. I got to tell you, I mean, you don't want to ask Tony, because I love when I hear Tony Romo talk about a quarterback handling a clutch situation. So it's like, yeah, Tony, exactly. How was it that you handled it? Because it's probably a lot different than the guy you're covering right now. Tony Romo is definitely the guy I'm asking on how not to do anything whatsoever in the broadcast booth. Great job by Tom Brady. That's thorough preparation. Studly move by Tom Brady. Speaking of the Patriots or former Patriot, Tom Brady, there's also another former Patriot that I got to tell you, I might have to become a fan of this guy. Yeah, I might be forced to actually pick a Patriot player and say, I'm a fan of that guy. Former New England Patriot star Julian Edelman attended a birthday party of an iconic pop star recently. The dating rumors are now flying. Famous singer-songwriter Shakira celebrated her 47th birthday earlier this month. She shared a series of photos from the gathering on Instagram. Edelman could simply be a friend of Shakira who attended her party. However, the dating rumors really picked up steam when the Sun published a story that said there had been speculation that Edelman and Shakira are romantically involved. Those who want to believe Shakira and Edelman are dating could convince themselves that this is noteworthy, that all of the people who attended her party, Shakira chose a photo of her and Edelman together as one of the 6 she shared on social media. Of course, that might mean something. I give credit to people when it's due. Okay. And Julian Edelman picks up the kind of tail that, it's elite tail constantly. This guy went from like scrub quarterback to fantastic receiver, clutch player, what, 3-time Super Bowl champion, maybe at least, right? And then he's dating all these models, right? And actresses, Kupo and all that other stuff. And now it's Shakira, bro. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Julian Edelman. That guy's got it going on, dude. He's got Shakira. Whew. Man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's go with music history. Since we go from Shakira, we go from a patriot to a patriot that was with the music. So let's go to music history. On February 14th, on Valentine's Day. What happened in Valentine's Day history? In 2000, Kiss announced that they were going to do a farewell tour, makeup, and then sell off the stage props from their career in an auction, which we know that wasn't the final farewell. In 1984, Elton John had a romantic Valentine's Day, marrying recording engineer Renaud Blauel in Sydney, Australia. However, the couple divorced 4 years later. In 1987, Bon Jovi started a 4-week run at #1 with their hit song, Living on a Prayer. It was their second chart topper. In 1986, the late, great Frank Zappa appeared on an episode of Miami Vice playing a crime boss named Mr. Frankie. In 1999, the Deftones had most of their instruments and equipment stolen from their truck. The rig was parked at a Holiday Inn in Dearborn, Michigan, as the band got ready to play the final stop of their trek opening for Black Sabbath. And in 1992, on this date, Wayne's World premiered in America, leading a resurgence to Queen's popularity because of Bohemian Rhapsody scene. Galileo, Galileo, Magnifico. Our birthdays today. Let's do that. Let's go with Freddie Highmore, movie actor, 32. He's also a TV actor because he plays that doctor that is kind of like very. He's like he's in the spectrum and that kind of deal. The Good Doctor, I think it's called, if I remember correctly. Let's see what else. Damn, this has started off to be a very weak list. Let's pick it up, huh? No. Phil Lewis, TV actor, 56. Paul Butcher, actor, 30. Yeah, it's kind of weak today. Simon Pegg, here we finally got a decent name. Movie actor, 54. I love him. I love him in Mission Impossible. He's such a character in that. Let's see. Josh Shipp, basketball player, is 38. I don't even know who he is. Rob Thomas, Matchbox, 52 years old today. Let's see. And that's about it. There you go. Little Matchbox 20. I do love Smooth. He did a great job with Smooth. What else? Robert Plant has announced a new tour with Alison Krauss. No Florida dates, by the way. I wasn't going to go myself, but whatever. If you want to go see it, they do a nice job, but it's just, I'm kind of I'm in a place where I'm not in a good place with Robert Plant anymore. You know, want to talk about old Plant? Great. This Plant here pisses me off. This Plant here shits on Led Zeppelin, refuses to play his solo stuff, which is actually way better than anything he did with the Shapeshifters. And, you know, it's like, and I've seen him lately, And I went to Los Angeles with Bill a few years back, and we saw him at the Greek Theater. And I've seen him a couple times with the Shapeshifters, and the music's all right. And he did a nice job with Alison Krauss, but the way he treats his Led Zeppelin past and everything, that's the part that me sucks. You know, it's like, yo, dude, this is what you're known for. Neil Young and Crazy Horse will launch a tour April 24th in San Diego for a couple of dates. Phoenix, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Huntsville, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, Franklin, Tennessee, Bristol, Virginia, Camden, New Jersey, Queens, New York, Mansfield, Massachusetts, Bridgeport, Connecticut, Toronto, Ontario, Clarkston, Michigan, and Chicago, Illinois. Those are your dates. If I could actually go on the road to go see this, I have never seen Neil Young. That would actually be pretty cool to see Neil Young. I wouldn't mind doing that. Definitely wouldn't mind doing that. All right. Did you see what the Magic did last night? Oh, man, the Magic. What a joke. So the Magic retired Shaquille O'Neal's number last night. And you know what the Magic are? The Magic are the Marlins light. Like, being the Marlins organization, is pathetic as it is. But you do have 2 championships, right? There were 2 moments in time that were pretty damn good. You don't own any of those with the Magic. But you know what you do own with the Magic and you own with the Miami Marlins? Guess what you own? 0 history. The Magic and the Marlins have never kept anybody around. No star ever stays in Orlando, and the Marlins can't afford to keep any stars around. So you never really get to have an entire career of somebody. You get their first 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe if you're lucky, you might get a 7th year from somebody, and then eventually, they're gone. Salaries, whatever it is, arbitration, trades, the same old bullshit that has always happened. And so you're the Miami Marlins. You've never had a player stay long enough in your franchise that you could actually retire their number. And guess what's happened to the Orlando Magic? They've never had any players that stay there long enough. They don't do a really good job of drafting. Lately, they have now. Now they have a decent team. So we'll see. But that's if Pablo Banchero stays there for 10 more years. If he stays there for 10, 12, 15 years and retires, now you can finally lift to the rafters a player that actually means something to your organization and accomplish. Shaq didn't accomplish shit. He played there for 4 years. They made that one run to the championship. Chicago thoroughly embarrassed them. And then they went home, and that's it. Nick Anderson was never the same player again after he choked out at the line. One of the weird things in all of sports, right? One of the weirdest things in all of sports. You young people, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about a perennial all-star caliber player in Nick Anderson. Very multiple, very talented. Could dribble, could shoot, can defend, can handle, can pass. He could do it all. He was a really good player, dude. If I remember correctly, what was it? Illinois, right? So Nick Anderson missed those free throws and was never the same player again. It affected his whole career. He missed it. He missed the 4 most crucial free throws of that game and series. And obviously the Magic got their asses kicked in that series, and it was the end all be all. And then Nick, mentally never recovered from that stuff. But really, in the end, yeah, they got to the finals. Big deal. They didn't accomplish shit. He was there for 4 years and left. You're retiring a number of a guy that didn't accomplish anything on your franchise, but just getting to the finals at that point for this franchise, the Magic, it's actually an accomplishment because they've never done anything. They rarely even go to the playoffs. Sounds like the Marlins, doesn't it? A lot of it is mirrored to the Marlins. The only thing completely different is that the Marlins have the 2 championships from the 2 flukish seasons that they actually tried to win. That's it. Well, actually, in 2003, they didn't really try to win. It just kind of worked out that way. In 97, they were specifically trying to win a World Series title. In 2003, we became a World Series, contender and champion. But the first half of that year, they fired the manager. They were underachieving. And then they call up Miguel and Dontrell and, the stars aligned and, kind of shit that happened that we will never see again. But it's interesting to me to watch the Magic retire a number of a player that didn't accomplish jack shit with that team. They didn't win anything with that team. There's no titles. There's no longevity. Nothing. It's just maybe your best draft pick ever. And that's what we're retiring, our best draft pick ever. That really didn't play most of his career here. He only played a fraction of his career here. But we'll retire it anyway. That is some of the cheesiest shit I have ever seen in sports. The Magic retiring Shaquille O'Neal's number. What a joke. I find it to be a joke here in Miami, retiring Shaquille's number. So you can't imagine what I think of it with Orlando. And he won a title here, but he was here so short that I wouldn't retire his number either. And the way he left, F you, dude. These people forgive too easily. Screw him. Let's see. Yeah, Shakira liking them young lately. It keeps her younger, right? She's 47. It's got to be a pretty special dude for her to pick up a 47-year-old. He's got to be in amazing shape and good looking, because she's as gorgeous as it gets, bro. I heard a story Mike Myers told. They have Brian May, a video of the scene when they're jamming to Queen in the car to show Freddie before the movie came out. Freddie was on his deathbed and loved it. Really? Oh, that is funny. That is great. Lisa says, get to the chiropractor like we chatted about and get everything in alignment again. You'll find that the other residual pain from your leg, back, etc. will get better. The thing is, the thigh pain is gone. The hip pain is gone. The only thing I'm getting now is the knee pain from my leg. And that's it. And I don't know if I, injured something or whatever, because it's kind of locking. There's like a little bit of a lock. So I don't know what the hell is going on. It's not fun. That's all I can tell you. It's not fun. Ocala Joe says, good morning from Ocala. Thank you, Ocala Joe. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. C's is in the house. Dan. Dolphin Mitch. The Magic stole the cucks of the NBA label from Sacramento, Queens. Anderson got the yips after those. No, not just the yips. He folded like a cheap tent. I remember that Magic team. I haven't been a fan since then. I was in high school then. Yeah. The Colts should retire Elway's number. I'm kind of surprised they didn't retire Dwight Howard's number instead, because he actually stayed there longer than Shaq and made it to the finals. You're right. And to Van Gundy's credit, he was kind of watching, he was ahead of his time. Go look at it. It was a big man with a whole bunch of shooters. So it was something that was kind of developing, and Van Gundy saw it. Big O, so that's why you had Omar on your show, to find out how not to cover the Dolphins. So that's just not right. Omar is a great dude, man. He's a great dude. And I'm very sad to hear. I didn't realize until maybe 2 weeks ago or something, that he's in the middle of a divorce and all that. I did not know. That's his second. That is, I don't wish that on anybody, man. That's got to be tough to go through that. So he is one of the best people you will meet, Omar Kelly. Okay. I may disagree with his crazy ass and his opinions on the Dolphins a lot, but as a person, he's One of the best you'll meet. One of the best. Really good dude, man. Let's see. What else do we have to talk? Oh, speaking of, in the NBA, they have load management, don't they? And sometimes you have players like Jimmy Butler who don't give a shit about the regular season and put their team in a really difficult position at times, like they are now. But in the NFL and in hockey, they don't have that kind of stuff. There's no load management. There's no load management in hockey. And that's a physical game for 82. Not basketball, but hockey is. So did you hear about Chiefs guard Nick Allegretti? Did you hear about this, Sean? No. So Nick Allegretti ended up starting for Joe Tunney. And Tunney, as you all know, he's an all-pro, former Patriot, remember? He ended up playing all 79 snaps of the game. All right. Sean, Nick Allegretti suffered a torn UCL ligament in his elbow. He's an offensive lineman. He tore the UCL in his, which is the ulnar collateral ligament, for those of you that don't know, in his elbow in the second quarter. The man played the whole game. The whole game. So he played just over a half with a completely, by the way, he had the MRI completely torn. That is one tough hombre. Wow. That's impressive. Man, some of these stories you get at times, like what happened with our cats, that's ridiculous. Okay. Let's talk a little bit about Welton Realm. 954-966-4646. Jeff Weltman, he's waiting for your phone call right now. If you have an issue, and maybe you think you have a case or you don't know, or maybe now that I'm reminding you, you think about something that happened to you a month ago, a week ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, and you're wondering, man, do I still have a case? Was this a case? Consultation's completely free. It doesn't hurt. All you do is pick up the phone, ask for Jeff Welt, and explain your situation. He'll tell you if you've got a case or not. 954-966-4646. Even one of our listeners in Orlando hired Welton Realm. Came down and picked up a nice big fat check. Bankruptcy, homeowner property damage, condo damage, criminal defense, business owner claims, commercial litigation, personal injury. They do it all, man. Jeff Welt, Daniel Realm. They got an office in Hollywood. They've been here for a long time, folks. So trust these folks. They did a great job for us. They brought Progressive to their knees. They crushed Progressive for us when they weren't doing what they were supposed to do. And that's amazing. And that's what you want. You want people defending you. And by the way, if you ever have any property damage or anything like that, before you call the insurance companies, you call Welton Realm. They have their own adjusters. They'll send the adjusters and they'll get you the right stuff done, because these insurance companies will send their adjusters, and their adjusters don't work for you. They work for the insurance company. So, you want to make sure it's fixed the right way. Welton Realm will make sure it's fixed the right way. And with the new laws, more than ever, the right attorney means everything. 954-966-4646. So where are we at here, Bitcoin? Get back permanently over 52? Nope, 51,563 now. So messing around a little bit now. Maybe it'll hang around there like that. Find a spot here for 51,000, middle 51s or whatever, and then tomorrow we go up to 52, 53. Let's see. What do we have on the chat board? Oh, remember, you can make a donation through Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can always make a Bitcoin donation, which you know those are our favorite donations. When you make a Bitcoin donation, that is the donation that continues to keep giving. And we thank you for that. Jay Gelfin reminds everybody to smash the like button. Big O. Spo showed signs of being a great coach early on prior to the Big Three. He led a one-man band team to the playoffs 2 years in a row. Yeah, but Lenny, that's you. You have common sense. I had people that wanted to fire his ass in the Big Three, what is it, shoulder gate or whatever it was, and then the 10 and 30 start with the Scrubberinis and all that. Look at Frankie Fresco with a little hey Thaler. Sailor's kicking ass, huh? Did you buy it? The question is, Frankie, did you buy it when it went all the way down to 4 cents and 4.2 and 4.5 cents? That's the question. Because, see, it was at 15 cents. I tried to explain to somebody, gosh, but, I got it at 6 and 7, but now it's gone down to 4. I don't know if and I go, do you believe in it? Yes. Okay. It was at 15 cents. It's going to go back to its all-time high, I believe. Okay. Not a financial advisor, but I believe it's going to go back to its all-time high. So buying it at 4 cents, it's going to bounce back, and maybe it doesn't get a 15, but if it gets to 12, you've tripled your investment. You've lowered your overall price, and you've tripled that investment. So kryptonite right now is up 17.5%. It's at 7.3 cents. So it's really up 3 pennies, a little over 3 pennies from the 4.2 mark. That's a lot for an investment right there. And Neutron is at $1.60. Okay? $1.60. Come on, folks. Let's see. Pendle up 4.5%. It's up to $3.41. Let's see some of the ones I gave you the other day. It wasn't the other day. It was at the beginning of January. So it was a month ago. So let's see what we got here. Because I don't know if some of you invested in any of these. Okay. Aletheum is at 248, barely down, like 0.1%, not even a percent. Aletheum, we gave it to you at $1.08. It's at 248. Hive Mapper, which I love, honey. We gave it to you at 14 cents. It's at 23. Demo, we gave it to you at 36 cents. It's at 48. Swarm Markets, this one's down. Gave it to you at 34 cents. It's down to 26 cents. Vulcan Forge, a little down from 8.29 to 6.20. Tectum, we gave it to you at 20.81. It's up to $30. What else? Ondo, we gave you Ondo at, remember we gave you Ondo at 22 cents? It's at 27 now. That's what, like almost a 20% increase right there. GameSwift, where is GameSwift? GameSwift, we gave you GameSwift at 57 cents. It's at 65. Pendle, we told you, we gave it to you at $1.23. And Pendle right now, we gave it to you at $1.23, and Pendle's at $3.41. I'm not a financial advisor by any stretch. I'm just a dude that kicks some freaking serious ass in crypto. That's all. Not a financial advisor whatsoever. Allegretti is a tough mofo. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Next thing Dolphins do is retire Ryan Tannehill's number. That would be awesome. Frankie asked Big O tonight, AEW main event. I bet he picks Daniel Garcia. All right, let's go. AEW Wednesday, Adam Copeland or Daniel Garcia. But isn't Daniel Garcia a boxer? Huh, Sean? right? Danny Garcia is a boxer. So this guy is copying Danny Garcia by his name. Because, Danny Garcia is not really a common name, not Danny and Garcia. There can only be one.
Well, The Rock's wife is Danny Garcia.
Oh, so he's fighting The Rock's wife? Adam Copeland? Is that what's going on? The Rock's wife? What wouldn't it be Dana White? Because he likes to slap women. Wait, you're not touching that? Those are facts.
Dana touches it.
Okay, well, I'm just revealing facts. Did you see Dana? Have you ever seen Dana walk out on Howie Mandel in the podcast?
I saw it this morning, as a matter of fact. 30 seconds in.
I'm tired of these podcasts. I'm not doing it anyway. Just walked out. And he's like, after he blew him for like a 2-minute open about how great he is and this, that, or whatever. And then, I guess Dana doesn't want to be phony or something, or doesn't like or maybe he thought that Mandel was being phony. And it's like, I just don't need to smoke up my ass or whatever. I don't know. But that was funny, dude. That was funny. And Dana, of course, being a first-class asshole at the same time. All right, so let's go Adam Copeland or Danny Garcia. I got to tell you, Frankie, I am going to go against Tony Zags on this one. I'm going to go with Adam Copeland because I'm a big fan of the Police. And they got a drummer by the name of Stuart Copeland. And if he can beat the drums the way, if Adam can actually beat on Daniel like Stuart beats on the drums, then I think Adam Copeland will beat Danny Garcia. And Danny Garcia is going to lose because he's copying another man's name in the fighting realm, okay? And, there can only be one Danny Garcia. That's just the way I'm going to go. I'm going to roll that there's only one Danny Garcia, and this fake Danny Garcia is going to end up losing. So I'm going to go Adam Copeland, brother of Stuart Copeland, great drummer for the Police, all right? And that's what's going to end up happening. I'm going to go Adam Copeland with the win over the copycat named Danny Garcia. Sean?
Do you know who Adam Copeland is or was?
Have zero clue. I told you.
He was the Edge from WWE.
He's what?
Edge from WWE, the Edge, rated R superstar Edge. I don't know if you remember.
Okay, so now bringing in the guitars from U2 now, the Edge. More power. I've got the Police and U2 in my corner. I'm going Adam Copeland.
I think you might lose on this one just because of outside interference to allow Danny Garcia to keep his little push going. But you have 50% right because it is the greatest booker in the world booking this, which is the great Tony Khan.
Well, I mean, listen, I can only, share my knowledge, break it all down for you all, and then it's up to you. You know what I mean? But as you all know, we win more than we lose here, even in wrestling. So there you go. I've got the Police and U2 on my side. I'm definitely going to win tonight. For sure. Man, Neutron all the way up to $1.60. That is freaking awesome, dude. That is freaking awesome. $1.61, I'm sorry. Just went up another penny. That is fan-freaking-tastic. That is beautiful. All right, what else do we have going on? Hey, let's get to our 3A Graphics sports calendar. We love talking about Alan Blanco and the great people at 3A Graphics, custom printing and embroidery. They're in Hialeah, folks. 7:30 tonight, Panthers are taking on the Penguins on TNT. How about that? Panthers favored by a goal and a half, the over and under 6 goals. Panthers are minus 125 on the money line, Penguins plus 105. UM and Clemson in UM basketball, men's basketball. ESPN 2 at 7 o'clock. So enjoy that. And Clemson is favored by 7.5. The over and under is 151. Thursday, Temple will visit number 20 FAU at 7 o'clock is the tip. Saturday, 4 o'clock, Nova Southeastern University will take on the road, Palm Beach Atlantic. And Thursday, the Lady Canes are on the ACC network at 6 o'clock to take on hosting number 19 Syracuse. So let's hope Katie Meyer and the ladies out there can get into the win column. Tony says, Sean took the mic from me. I was about to say that Big O picked Copeland because he was called Edge. Well, there you go. There you go. I didn't know that, but you see, I had to pick Copeland because there was a connection already. There was a U2 connection. There was a U2 connection. Okay? There you go. God, I got to fix my room. I got so many things to do, and I can do less of them now on one foot. Dragging my damn foot. But I have all these things that I want to change the look of the damn show, but it's a lot of work. A lot of work. A lot of work. Okay, what else do we have? 51,704 now. Bitcoin looking to get over 52. So apparently we have another STD lawsuit for the Miami Dolphins. Is that what's going on? An unidentified woman has filed a lawsuit against Dolphins cornerback Xavier Howard last year. She had alleged that the two-time All-Pro misled her and caused her genital herpes through negligence. The claim was later abandoned. The woman was able to reopen the lawsuit by filing a notice of voluntary dismissal without prejudice. According to the new complaint, one of the team's players gave his ex-girlfriend's genital herpes without disclosing to her that he was infected. The plaintiff alleges that when she observed symptoms of infection on the Miami Dolphins player in issue, both parties had required testing for sexually transmitted diseases. Both of them tested positive for oral and genital herpes. Okay? Now, according to the lawsuit, the athlete owned a duty to his former partner to either not have intercourse with her or inform her that he was sick. It was attempted to be concealed the identity of the Miami Dolphins player by using black boxes to obscure names. But a quick copy and paste of the contents revealed the name with ease. To protect their privacy, the New Times has declined to reveal the identities. One of Xavier Howard's attorneys, Brian Sohm, claimed on social media in March that his client had never had herpes. Xavier never had genital herpes in the first place. The entire basis of her lawsuit was literally impossible. Her accuser nevertheless lobbied out defamatory, absurd, and knowingly false claims as one of several unsuccessful attempts to extort money from him. In addition, he was thinking of suing his accuser for defamation, but nothing has come of it. And it appears that Howard has moved on. The player's name will eventually come to light. So there is a Dolphins player spreading some herpes around, and we are going to find out. Somebody's going to release the name. I don't know who the hell it is, but somebody's going to release the name. This is the kind of news we have with the Miami Dolphins. Okay? This is the kind of news. More STDs. Dolphins, by the way, they added Coach Deshaun Sheed, a secondary coach. He was there with the Legion of Boom. So Anthony Weaver adds another gentleman to his staff, a new guy. Will Anthony Weaver be coaching Christian Wilkins? I don't think so. I mean, we've talked about it already. I've told you he's not coming. He wasn't necessarily happy last year when he didn't get his contract. So, and he let everybody know in the building. he wasn't happy about not getting his contract. That will be something that nobody will tell you. So he was already outpriced last year. And I think from what I heard, it was closer to Quinn Williams' money. His sacks did not come against impactful teams. I don't believe they will pay him. I believe they will let him go in free agency. And they'll pick up whatever compensatory pick they end up getting. But they will not be the ones that will give him the money. So we shall see. I don't think Anthony Weaver will be coaching Christian Wilkins. I'm pretty sure of that. That's what I am. I'm pretty sure of that. Oh, have you watched the undefeated Japanese bantamweight boxer known as the Monster? No, I think I'm going to have to go look for him. Adam Copeland sounds like a one-man band. Yes, sir. Big O, you are neither a financial or wrestling advisor, but hey, the results speak for themselves. They do, don't they? My crypto results are a hell of a lot better. My wrestling results are pretty good, but my crypto results are, I hate to, have to do it this way, but I'm going to do it. They've been outstanding. Okay? Out-freaking standing. All right? Tony says, Sean took the mic from me. I was about to say a Big O picked Copeland because he was called Edge. Oh, you're making me laugh at your wrestling knowledge. Of course, you're surprised. I can bring that wrestling knowledge like no one. Herpes and herpes allegations never go away. No, they stay with you like luggage. Big O, why wouldn't the Finns tag Wilkins? Because there's the tag is hard money, and you can't play with that tag. So no, and they're not gonna try. Nobody's gonna trade for him and all that kind of stuff. It's just not gonna happen. Javon Holland went live on IG yesterday and was asking the viewers, who did we think was the player? Oh, he did that? No shit. He did that with the herpes? If he did, that's wrong. Oh God, that's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, well, that's like the Niners player, the offensive lineman that was frustrated. And when Chris Jones broke through, they were blaming the one lineman. And he was, y'all, that's not his assignment. That wasn't his guy. And then so the guy that was responsible, I think he even said his name and everything. And then the guy that was responsible goes, damn, I woke up to this. And then I forgot the name of the guy, the Niners lineman that got injured. And he tells him, so I wake up to this. Hey, dude, I hope you're doing better. And I hope you like he then took the high road, even though he's being trashed. He took the high road and said, yeah, dude, I hope you feel better. It's like, and then he apologized, the San Fran lineman. I forgot the guy's name. But he came back and it's kind of a whole funny exchange. Emotions get the best of all of us, man. At one point or another, we say something we're going to regret to somebody we love, somebody we care about, something we really didn't mean, and we were just frustrated for whatever reason. It happens, and that's kind of what it seemed like. It was a dick move by him, but he did apologize profusely. He said, no, dude, that's me being a bitch. I was wrong, and I apologize. I got nothing but love, and because he's a young player, and he says great things are ahead for you and all that kind of stuff. So he backed away from it as best he could at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Top Gun Indoor Range, baby. We love talking about Top Gun Indoor Range. They know how to get it done. Steve and all the amazing people at Top Gun Indoor Range. Folks, they've got self-defense classes for the ladies, which I think is incredibly important nowadays. You're living here in Florida, you know what the laws are. And sometimes the ladies are home alone, and, you want them to be prepared. It's not something that you're looking for any kind of trouble or anything, but it's really all about protection. It is the largest indoor archery range in Dade County, folks. They've been around for 4 years. The air quality and targeting systems are top-notch there. They got a family atmosphere. When we were there for our shooting competition last month, there were a group of ladies that were doing the archery stuff. It was actually pretty cool. They've got memberships there. The higher the membership, the better the discounts. And, of course, some of the other things that you can get, the other benefits that come with it, like gun cleaning. They even have one membership that includes unlimited shooting, folks. Gun sales for the ladies are there, and they got the Glock 6 Hour, Smith & Wesson, the big names. They're all there. They got a selection that is amazing. Safes. If you want to keep your gun in a safe place, use a safe. Just keep it away from people that, you may have somebody that might be young or irresponsible in the home. Don't put yourself out there. Buy a safe for your gun. It's very important. Top Gun Indoor Range, folks. 12015 Southwest 114th Place, 305-306-7333. All right. Javon Holland, okay. Your report reminds me of a song. X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. That's a DMX song. X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. That's funny. That is funny. It's good stuff. Let me check here. Nothing on Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. Whenever you're listening, you can always make a donation anytime you're watching the podcast or listening to the podcast. You can always make a donation. Send your questions, comments, and insults in there. We are wrapping it up. We thank Sean Stanley, the man, the myth, the legend, that puts it all together. We thank all of you for tuning in, as always. We thank Alarmo there. Enjoy the rest of your day. Tomorrow, it's the afternoon. We're at Hialeah Park. Remember, it's Thursday, so a 3 o'clock start tomorrow. May your crypto bags continue to get fat as hell, because I know those of you that bought all these dips, you are loving freaking life right now, man. You are so ahead of the game. It's not even funny. Congratulations to all of you out there doing your homework, staying strong, keeping those diamond hands. That's why you're winning. We'll see you all tomorrow. Same time, same place, same bat channel. Have a great one.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.